Hey there, hope you're doing well. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to get a loyal following. Thanks for watching this video. My name is Diego. I help scale e-com brands through using organic and paid traffic strategies through TikTok. You should trust me because I've been in this space for a year and a half, and I even have some case studies in my other videos as well. Feel free to check those out. But I'm not going to be talking about all that. I'm not going to be doing any of that today. I'm not going to be talking about that. What I'm going to be talking about is why having followers pretty much means nothing nowadays, and the things that you should do in order to build a cult-like following um, to your brand. So I'm sorry if I don't know why I did that. Um, so yeah, let's get started. So why does having a large following mean nothing nowadays? Well, let me explain it in this way. 300 Spartans versus 10,000 Persians. It's probably a lot more than that, to be honest with you. You get the point. Spartans were able to hold off, 10,000 soldiers plus in the Battle of Thermopylae, despite being massively outnumbered. If 300 Spartans who were basically all units and had common beliefs, morals, values, traits, and all that, if they all had these things and they were able to hold off a large Persian army who pretty much just took orders and didn't really have much strength or any of that, what does that say about having a loyal community? What does that say about having people that are loyal and dedicated to something? So I guess if you want to put it in modern terms, let's say you have 30,000 followers and you get 10,000 likes on each post you make, or versus if you have 100,000 followers and you only get like 2,000 likes. And it's been seen before. You see it almost all the time. Why is that the case? Well, the one with 30 likes, in my opinion, and probably even a factual statement to say, the one with 30K likes or 30K followers, sorry, is much more influential than the one with just 100K followers. The reason why is because they either the reason why that person that only has 2K likes but with 100,000, the only reason why they have a high following is probably either because they probably bought followers, they got massive shout outs, or did collabs with people with high profiles. I don't know why I have so many typos there, but anyways, or they just simply attract people who aren't dedicated to what they post, and it just basically screams no loyalty, no quality in what they post, and there's no essence, there's no meaning or any substance in what they say apart from them just saying things either to get popular or just to say it and not really stick to it. So how do you fix this? It's actually quite simple. There's three things that I really want to focus on to make sure that you can get your brand, whether it's a personal brand or a business, to having loyal customers or having loyal followers. And this might sound unordinary, but you want to have like a us versus them mentality. And I don't necessarily mean this in a way to use it as a tactic or to divide or any of that nature. I mean it in a way where you can share your beliefs or traits in the most real and honest way possible. Okay. So an example, I could say, I value health. So exercising and eating healthy is something I value immensely. But because of that, I don't like eating junk food. I don't like sleeping late at night. I don't like the pharmaceutical companies that give us drugs that, are harmful, etc. And I'm just saying that in the perspective of someone that likes fitness and values health, right? Obviously I value health personally and stuff like that, but there's other people that value it more than others, right? So I'm just using that as an example. So naturally, I'm going to show signs of this in the content I would produce or the posts I make. So anyone that doesn't abide by these same values or traits isn't someone that I would really want representing my brand. So I would do what I can do to make sure that I can attract people that fit my ideal demographic and my ideal vision, right? So once you're able to do that, you can definitely give people a reason to like the brand, and not only that, you can get people to get behind it. But how are they going to get behind it if there's no substance to it? And that's basically where having a story can kick in. You want when when you meet someone, you might not like them at first. You might think they're a shitty person or whatever. You might think they're not a great person. Or maybe you just had a bad experience, or it just wasn't a right time to meet them. Who knows? But they tell you their story. They tell you their life story, and it just resonates with you. Like you hear their challenges, their come up story, their life story, all the obstacles and failures they had to go through in life. The good, the bad, the ugly, all these things. You basically get the point. You want to rally behind that person all of a sudden. And you just feel that emotion. You feel all the stuff that, they've gone through. You can probably even relate to it, or you see glimpses of yourself and you see them as a person, you develop that, trait that, hey, maybe they're not such a bad person after all. And maybe that's a person I want to get behind because I love their story, I love their vision, and I love everything about them. And that makes me want to get behind that person. So, and you basically develop having a connection because of that. And, although looking at the person isn't, changing much, like looking at the physical person isn't changing, but you see them with much more compassion and empathy than before, right? You see them in a way that's different to, how you saw them before. Although you still see that same exact person, you just see it with more emotion and more connection. So pretty much that's an example, a way that, you're able to attract people to your brand, is that if you have a story that's so compelling and so that resonates with someone, that you can develop a deep connection with with that person, and that thing can expand a lot more. So from that alone, your story can be very impactful, especially to those who like your brand, you know, and it can definitely be something that can make your brand stand out to many, especially to the people that are very loyal to your brand as well. So the third thing you want to do is definitely engage with your community. This can be done through so many ways, such as building habits, or maybe have some sort of lingo or term, right? Let's say, for example, that you have a clothing brand dedicated to like meditation. Again, I just use this as an example. Don't shit on me or anything, okay? And meditation, spirituality. You have a clothing brand based on that. And one way you can do that, you can engage with the communities, having a newsletter where you have a link to like a live stream, whether it's from yours or someone else that, does guided meditations, or you hold events where you do the same, like actual events, like once a month or so, or you have a Facebook group of some sort. So those is like on the daily. Either way, you're engaging with the community that you built yourself. And, you can make, this can make your brain come off more authentic and definitely help build the real deep connections with your audience. And pretty much that's the gist of this. You want to develop those real connections, and you want to develop them into a deeper way. That way, you're able to have people resonate with your brand and definitely, you know, see your brand in such a different way than they would normally, and that would make them want to keep coming and coming to your brand and purchase your products or your services, or and focus on you even more, right? And once you set those foundations in, you'll pretty much see how it does wonders for you, and you'll see how your brand just skyrockets from there. So that's pretty much it for this video. I don't really want to blabber on too much. I think I probably went longer than I expected to, but it is what it is. Um, yeah, I just wanted to showcase this and how you can, grow your brand and definitely develop a lot of loyal followers. So thanks for watching this video. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and yeah, hope to see you soon.